I love traveling, solo traveling. I think there should be more people doing it in general. And there's a real beauty about traveling by yourself and going to different places and then seeing different cultures, and that's what I write songs about, basically.
The east to the west, sun separates into two, and right defines the land, falls fast.
So on my last trip I went to Mongolia, and I just basically read I read an article about Mongolia and I was really interested, so I was like, let's try that. That's how easy it is. I basically just think of places and then I'm like, yeah, let's just go for it. Let's see if I can make it happen, and then I'll just do it. For this record, for a couple songs from the record that's gonna come out in January, I was in Colombia for a while, and I was actually in the jungle for a week. The first single of my EP that just came out is actually about being in the jungle and meeting this tribe, this indigenous tribe called Kogi people. So I met them in the jungle. Well, not really, I didn't really meet them, but I saw them in the jungle, and it was actually the first time in my life that I still met an indigenous tribe that still lives like 400 years ago. And it really inspired me to write a song about it. My last trip, I took the Trans-Siberian train, and I was on the train for a week. And I wrote 2 songs. I started writing 2 songs while being on the train, and that's a totally different like environment. You're like stuck on a train for a week, and it's really interesting what it does to you. You think in the beginning, wait, what am I going to do for a week on the train? But then after a while, you're like, this is really easy. You just don't do anything. You don't have to feel bad about it. You just enjoy the nature. So I started writing songs about that, but that's totally different than being in the jungle for a week, for example. So I guess it always depends on the place, if it tells you to be more relaxed or more calm, or if it really brings something out in you, or if you see some things that you've never seen anywhere else. And I think a lot of artists have that, the feeling that it's never good enough. You write something and then you're really excited, and then you listen back to it a couple of days later and you're like, this is bullshit. Like, why? There's nothing good about it. But everything that's too easy, I feel like, you don't really put in that much effort that you should. So yeah, I guess you always have to struggle a little bit with your art. I think that's when the beauty happens in the end.
Darkness and a sunset.